Good afternoon, fans, friends, and neighbors. This is Angry Hobbit broadcasting from the land of trees and mountains. And we are starting today a new game from the Haunted Hall series. As you recall, when we wrapped up the Green Hills Asylum, so we were saving this guy named Tim, who was like the characters, the acting characters' husband, and the ending was kind of anticlimactic even after we have played the bonus chapter, because basically once we saved him from the crazy machine powered by the fears of the patients in this asylum, he got dragged off by the scary octopus doctor. And in the bonus chapter we met this boy, which I have a theory about, but we basically, he pointed us to a tunnel, a portal to go through, and that was that. So my theory is maybe we're messing with time here, and the boy could be a past version of Tim, and that's why he knows all the ins and outs, of the asylum so well. My other theory is that the whole thing is our character being in a coma after the car crash. As you recall, there was a car crash in the beginning, and that is all happening in her head. She's trying to come back to, conscious state, and all of the stuff, all of the obstacles are basically in her brain. That's been done before. So if memory serves, that's been done in the both installments of Echoes of Sorrows, which is like a weird little game, and a little slow but interesting. And also in at least a couple of versions of Phantasmat. And Phantasmat is a great series. We'll play that at some point. Not all of it, but probably the first one and a couple of my favorites. So let's go ahead and see, what we can get to. But see, it's just not letting me again. This is one of the older games. So let's see what we can get to with this. So Haunted Hall started in 2010, and as you recall, the first game in the series we played had none of the features we know and love today. So we had no interactive map. Our hand was kind of crap, although it was helpful at times. So not too great. This one, the next game in the series, came out in 2011. So I would not expect a lot of progress with it. We'll just have to see. So let's go ahead and play. So let me see. Now, why is my game not showing up? Let me just make sure I have the right window on. Come on, buddy. Controls. There we go. I accidentally clicked the exclude button. Oh, don't break down on me, game. Oof. And we crashed. Hold on, everybody. We'll try and restart this. Again, older game. One of the things that I've read about the first Haunted Halls was that it was pretty buggy, and it did crash a great deal. So let's see if we can restart her. Could be just that we went back and forth too much. This is the joys of live streaming. You never know when your game is gonna just yank the rug out of you, from under you. Come on, buddy. And that's another thing I noticed. The older games start really slowly. Not sure really what is going on with that, but there we go. You gonna play now? There we go. have our window. Got our little creepy. Let's play in the regular mode. We're not aspiring to anything big. There's our creepy professor. Teddy bear.
From those who fear, he takes.
Wah ha ha ha. So it looks like we have a nice little kidnapping going on here. All right.
Hello. We're fine here, Tim and I.
Okay.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine and we couldn't be happier. Everyone is happy here. We're all very happy. You should just go home. We'll all be fine here. Just fine.
Well, that's like seriously creepy. No. I want to go. And of course, you know, when she said we're all happy here, what I am thinking about is we all float here with the Stephen King fans among you. There is running water. What is this? We have a suction cup and a pick. All right. There's Tim. I see you, Tim. There is my suction cup. Come on. Okay, the suction. Okay, that's kind of cute. So that's already an improvement on another game. When you try to use objects that are not appropriate for something, it tells you. Okay, we have water. So what's that gonna do? Can we wet the suction cup? Yeah! That's what we need. That should help us take it to the door. Here we go. All right. Yes, you're absolutely right. Anything could be behind the door. And there is our little disgusting telltale tentacle there from our lovely professor. So let's look around and see what we have.
You again? You couldn't leave well enough alone by rooting my plans in Green Hills, could you?
Blah,
and now
blah,
to have
blah.
the audacity to follow me here? While I applaud your persistence, your journey ends here. Tim is out of your reach, and you will never
Shouldn't have
escape
taken
this
him, then I wouldn't
place.
have come after you, you jerk.
But I'm a busy man, and cannot be bothered with you right now. Please, enjoy your stay. I'll be back to deal with you later.
What a bastard. So, nothing else useful here. So these both go down. I'm gonna need a lever. We have some type of piece of a puzzle, another piece of a puzzle. There's the puzzle right there. Let's check if we can. Okay, so that actually works. So this still doesn't work, but that one we can use. Oh, let's see what all we have here before we go anywhere else. So we have all these little. Well, that's not necessarily the right one. Well, we'll see. We'll just have to see. Okay, so we have a little hidden object scene. And it looks like they're sticking with their original mode of just loading up the hidden object scenes to the gills. So, okay, what do I want to burn? So I clearly can set something on fire. Smoking pipe. Be on the lookout for the smoking pipe. Oh, there it is. It doesn't have to be, it's just a smoking pipe. It has to be a smoking pipe. Aha. Okay, here we go. I am hoping that maybe they have, by this point in designing the games, gotten rid of the bugs like the one we had in the previous one where we were looking for the non-existing mushrooms, because that was not any fun and I had to replay basically the whole entire game. Okay. French calculator. Oh my god. Does anyone even use those anymore? I remember when I was in college, a certain more advanced programmable calculators were not allowed on tests because you could actually program formulas into them, and that was cheating. Let's see, what else do we have? Broom, camel. Here's my camel. So much stuff here. This is one of those that's really hard for me to deal with, just psychologically. I am mildly autistic, so possibly a high functioning autistic, and this sort of scene that has like no aesthetic to it whatsoever is really hard on me. So I always have trouble searching these. All right, shuttlecock, dumbbell, cassette, and key. All right. Let's just go in circles. I'm like seriously not seeing it. And some of these should be easy. There's the key. We've got that. Cassette is usually also easy because it's got the two openings. Dumbbell. Dumbbell is pretty big, usually. And shuttlecock. I think I keep seeing it like out of the corner of my eye. Oh, there it is. Yep, that's where I saw it. There's, oh no, that's a floppy disk, not a cassette. Another, blast from the past that nobody uses anymore. I was just thinking about this morning. I was playing something, I think it was Covet Fashion on my phone, and thinking how that had like more computing power than Voyager. Okay, so do I have anything here? All right. So let's go down the steps and see what we have there. Hey, fishing rod. Oh, got a lever. Another tile. What's that? Oof. Oh, okay. So we have to fit these, I think. Yeah, to these openings. Let me just check. Let me just make sure I understand this correctly. Right. Okay. Oh, okay, and they rotate. Okay, so that's why. That was easy-ish. Yep, here we go. Here's another one. This one is splintered in kind of a weird way. Is that where it belongs? Yep, got that. This one didn't even need to turn. Good. So this is a little bit more straightforward than some of the puzzles were in the previous one. Is that it? Nope, not it. Is it hanging off of any of these? No. This I'm not placing. Not quite. Okay, let's put it away. Let's go one of these. Yay, there it is. This is just a sliver. Doesn't even look like it should match anything, but apparently it does belong somewhere. This is a really long one. So one might assume that whatever it is attached to is short. Oh, there we go. Not too short. Is that where you belong, buddy? No? Some of these are wonky looking. And that's a technical term. This fit? Nope. You are just not wanting to play with me. I may have to skip because this is getting dull and we're not progressing with the story. And you know how much I don't like that. So let's skip the rest. We got the main point. So what have we got here? We have got an escalator lever. Good. We have something here. We have another tentacle. How big is this guy is what I want. Oh, thanks a lot. You got me a rock slide. Jerk. Okay, so I do have my handy dandy pick still. So let me go there and see if I can, yep, I can pick away at it. And what have I got here? Mica is covered in dirt. So what? So apparently I have to scrub this at some point. Fine. Fine. Okay, let's go back. We do not have a map in this one again. So there will be, apparently, a lot of going back and forth, like we had to do in the other game. Nothing we can do about that. So let me pop this over here. Yeah, I think what we're going to end up with here is two separate portraits we're going to have to put together in the same frame. So we'll just have to see. What is up here? Ugh. Can I like have something sharp I can stab him with? Jerk. I have a fishing rod. So there, you asshole. Fine. Okay, let's see what we have. And I don't have anything to cut it with. Bummer. Okay, let's look. Oh, I have a broken bottle. Haha. Broken bottle, another universal tool of a hidden object gamer. Always a good thing to have. And we have, looks like, something here. Oh, it's gonna make me do this. So I hate it when the games do that. It's like, okay, I have the wrench. I figured out that I have to be, unscrewing something. That's fine. But don't make me click on every single bolt. That's dumb. All right. And now I'm holding an antenna with me, which is like so realistic. It's like my inventory is like the TARDIS. Or for those of you who are fans of Robert Heinlein, if you remember Rufo's pack in Glory Road, that was pretty cool too. I want that. I wish I could like just carry all that shit with me, including all the cool weapons and clothes and food and all the other amazing things. Oh, that's a book. Okay, we're still missing one. All right. So what have we got here? We have a squeegee. Ooh, 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 ooh. I wonder if we use our squeegee to clean our mica. No? That's not what we are using it for? Well, bummer. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Is there anything we can do back in the well? Oh, can we get the... Aha! We have to wet the squeegee. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'm not gonna bicker about it. This is just like a useful source of water. I'm cool with that. So let's go down now and try to clean our mica. There we go. There we go. It's stuck behind the mica. That's fine. We're just gonna break shit, like we do. Okay, so now I think we have all the different bits and pieces of this. And yes, it's definitely more than one portrait here of all these different beautiful children. They are cute. Here's one. There's another one. Continues messing with us. So I'm wondering now if these are all the different kids we are gonna have to, deal with. Which makes for a formidable mission. So this is roughly where in the game you realize, okay, how many missions I'm gonna have. If you recall, in the previous one, we had the patients with all their different fears, and we had the different their case numbers, and from that we could tell. I think we had like 8 or 9 of them. Here we have these children in the portraits, so we had like 6 or 7 children, and these have all their different doors. So this is where they're capped, and this is going to be our mission as we try to solve whatever's wrong with them and save Tim. Something belongs here. Oh, is this a book? Yes. Ooh, how missed. Okay, so I guess this child, possibly, likely, likes to read. We have a cute little creatures here. I reckon we are gonna have to feed the little hedgehog fella. We have another super messy hidden object scene here. All right. Really bizarre shit on the list. This is why, by the way, my favorite type of hidden object scene is the kind they have in Dark Parables. They are beautiful, and they're not random. You're assembling something as part of the search. And I really like that. So aesthetically, they appeal to me, and the purpose appeals to me. So that sort of makes sense. All right, where's the crab? I don't see a crab. And notice there's like tons of drawings here. Oh, there's the crab. It was one of the drawings. All right. The bell. Okay. Now, screwdriver. There's my headphones. There's my bone. Finally. Should have been kind of obvious, but it wasn't. Somewhere we have a worm that we have yet to discover. Backpack. Backpack should be easy. That one is just a bag, not a backpack. Oh, there's our worm. Okay, got that one. That's a snake, not a hose. Although it would be kind of fun if you remember in our first Haunted Halls game, we did have a snake that turned into a hose, which was really handy. One of the earliest finds in the game. Oh, there's the hose. So there's my clover, there's my daisy. Where the heck is my backpack? Oh, there's the backpack. It's hanging on the tree. Duh. Right there. So that was kind of a wicked little hidden object scene because everything was in the background. Like, or very, very nearly everything. We are missing our marbles. Oh, I hate the marbles. I think I know how that game, what that game is going to be. I hate it. Okay. Oh, aren't you cute? And, okay, so we need to get her a hazelnut so that she could give us back the marble. The key. What the hell is that? Barrel of fuel. Well, I'm wondering the same thing. I don't know. Nothing we can do about it. And I reckon the key is to the house. Nice. So, okay, so that's the fuel, what the fuel is for. Eventually we can open that. We have the chair leg. We need to somehow fix the lamp. Okay, let's see if we can find something here. The snake looks deadly. Yes. We're gonna drain some poison off of her. Nice. There's the guy's mustache. Oh, he looks like that is Stalin. Ugh. Why is it necessary to put Joseph Stalin into an adventure game? Why was that important? Okay. Let's see. Again, we have a ton of stuff that is just drawn on the walls. And also remember, we talked about this in a previous one. Always have to look on the edges. Because there was our butterfly over that way on kind of around the perimeter of the scene. Music, are we talking? Yep, there's music. Usually it's notes or sheet music. Doorknob. There's the sun, there's the car. The problem with doorknobs, well, there's one. We're able to find this one. Part of the problem with doorknobs often in these hidden object scenes is that they can be shaped like anything. You know, you could have a doorknob in the shape of a dog or something like that. You know, just something not having fun. A cat. Catch the. I reckon a cat is painted or drawn or sketched. There it is. That was a cat. That was a really shit way to portray the cat. So we need to somehow light up this room. We need to find a chair and a bunch of other stuff. So we have a claw, a hose. We have like, this is where things start getting alarming because we are like seriously filling up our inventory. That means we have a lot of crap coming. All right. So most of these mushrooms look poisonous. So I think we have to identify mushrooms that are not poisonous or find. There we go. Like fill the openings. Let me just grab the help one. It's mushroom board to eliminate the poisonous mushrooms. Move the board so 3 mushrooms are in the holes. Right click to rotate the board. Oh, let's try this. You know, it would be so nice if I always read directions, but you know, I don't. I'm sure you're all surprised. It's just, oh, come on. It just doesn't want to. Doesn't want to stay in the right direction for me. No. See, this is like I eliminated some of them too soon, I think. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. No. There we go. Now, how do we eliminate these? There we go. Found a good mushroom. So that's the one we're going to feed to the little hedgehog. So we have a tree house. And we probably are going to need a saw or something like that. Can we do anything with this? Outline of a flame. When we start a fire, we don't have anything to do that. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, we'll have to look at this later. So we can't reach the tree house yet. So let's go back and feed the hedgehog. Here you go, little buddy. Okay, we have to find more. Yikes, come on. There's somebody living there. Okay, so we have a picture. I wonder if we have to go back and like fill our picture with water. I'm just curious. Can we do that? No, we can't. All right. And my other question is, can we get into any of the other doors? We cannot. So, okay, so this is linear. You cannot get into any of the other doors until you solve this door. So now we know. Okay? If you're going to be that way. So what have we got? We have the pitcher, the chair leg, the claw, the hose, the branch, and the antenna, and some tools. There's nothing to do here. Let me just explore this. What can we possibly do here? Nothing to do here. Just out of curiosity, nothing to do here. Okay. And this is, again, we are having trouble with the older game format. Okay. So I reckon the hose is for this. How about the pitcher? There we go. So we have the fuel now to fill this up and fire up the saw and get that tree taken care of. So that's what that was for. All right, that made sense, more or less. That's nice and gnarly. My husband has a chainsaw. He loves it. Since we live in the woods, it basically means we do have trees falling, and this is the mountain. When I say I broadcast from the land of trees and mountains, I'm not kidding. You know, it literally is true. So we have, you know, some really gnarly weather at times. So we're looking for another step for this thing, for the little letter. And we have trees falling left, right, and center. So we have this little, oh, that's crazy. We have this guy we need to scare away. And so we do need to, you know, chop up some trees at times. So you have to know how to cut down trees before they fall and how to, you know, chop them up. Let's see. Okay. Now we can give her, thank you. There we go. So now we go back and play marbles. What's my stage? Move the marble so that one remains. What does that mean? Okay. Boom. Okay. Got that. Oh. Reset. Hang on. No. Let's try this. You see, this is not wanting to play with me. How do I get them lined up? Okay, let's just skip. I'm getting bored. When Hobbit gets bored, you hit skip. There we go. What are you gonna get me? Another claw. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out what that is for. Okay, and so these are evolving hidden object scenes because see, like the hose we found in the past is gone. Some of the other stuff we found in the past is gone. So that should make things a little easier because with each progressive search, we are getting rid of the objects. That's good. All right, another saw. We just had a saw. We found a saw. We had a kick-ass saw. Should have been able to keep it. Rope letter. Oh. Okay. Whatever you say. Matryoshka doll. I know very well what that is. Had them as a kid. Actually, I have some in my house from Ukraine. My parents bought them as presents for me and for my husband when we were there visiting. That's you need a cross, a saw, a guitar, butterfly, and a seed pod. There's the seed pod. There's the tiny butterfly and tiny guitar. That was not a very nice way to hide it. All right, cross and a saw. There's the saw. I am not seeing the cross, and it's probably right in front of me. I mean, you would think the cross is easy. Yep, there it is, and it's very plain. It's just like sitting there. Magnifier. Oh! I know what this is for. Can we start a fire with the magnifying glass? There we go. There we go. Hey, we have fire. Yes. Now we have to find a way to move the fire. So we need a torch or something. Let's go back and see if we can actually stand on the log. Yeah, so we are officially missing the light bulb. No, like we didn't know that. Suction cup. Nope, what is that? The letter is sealed tight. We need a letter opener. And this is for breaking this. You always have a little piggy bank, and you always have to break it in these games. All right. Whisk. Oh, that looks just like mine. I have one like that. Swan. Safety pin. So the whale is probably going to be a painting or a drawing or a toy. Oh, there's my letter opener. Oh, that's pretty letter opener. All right. Oh, there's the bread. I know I remember that from the previous one. It's my snowflake. There's my whale. Still need a fuse and a safety pin. There's my fuse. Safety pin, and candy. I hate looking for those. They're small usually and thin, especially the safety pin. Unless it's like exaggerated, which does happen. Yep, there it is. That was kind of blown up to a larger size. Candy. What kind of candy are we looking for? Come on, buddy. Here, candy. Oh, there it is. Right on top of the... Okay. So another bone. Are we gonna ward off the dog, the scary dog, with the bone? Is my question. Let's go, unless, let's try this. Yep, that's what that was for. Hey, I was trying to get up there. Okay, that was disappointing. I was kind of hoping we had another thing to use to search. Okay, I still need to frighten away the word. The mirror. Okay, so we are once again pumping fear out of something. Okay, we need fire. We need to figure out how to clear it out. Okay. So just out of curiosity, let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. So nothing to do here. Come on. Nothing to do here because I don't have the necessary tool. Okay, just making sure. Nothing to do here. Let's go back to the house. We're back to our flame. Plenty of fuel remains. What are we doing with it? What can I possibly do with it? I can't really like carry it or anything. So that's what's available there. We just don't have anything to use with it. Hey! Hi, buddy. That's what the claws are for. The claws are for the bear. I'm glad I looked at that. And now we have the light bulb and we have the lights on. Yes! Breakthrough. Okay, yes, we have a torch. Wonderful. Okay, so that breaks this whole thing wide open. We are cooking. We can light up our torch and start a forest fire, which you can do in a game. Don't do that in real life. That's like a seriously bad thing to do. There we go. Light a fire up his ass. Bugger off, dude. Yeah. Go away. I don't like you. Okay. Let's get that. Well, go.
Thank you
You
so
should be
much,
running.
whoever you are, for saving me from the wolf. I was afraid he was going to eat
He
me.
was gonna.
Dr. Blackmore has been stealing us kids. He has some kind of machine that feeds off our fears.
He does.
Since you scared off the wolf and saved me from my fear, I am free. The mirror behind me is part of the doctor's
I
machine.
figured that out.
But
Thank
I'm
you.
not scared anymore, so it won't work. I can't wait to see my mom and daddy. Please, you must save the other kids too. There's someone else here too. I think Blackmore said his name was Tim.
I know that.
Maybe you can save him too. Good luck.
Alrighty. Cheerio. Okay. So now we get another book to get into another door. Let's go and see what that opens for us. Aha! So the book doesn't mean the child likes to read. The book is merely. This kid looks like he or she likes sweets. Let's see. Green ball. There we go. We have a screwdriver. All right. At least here, the messiness is somewhat justified. You know, it's sort of like a forgotten sweet shop. So you can sort of imagine it being kind of messed up like that. Hang on a second. Ace of Spades, paintbrush. Heart, flute, hat, and car. There's the car. There's the flute. Let's see. Ace of Spades should be easy. Oh. That's a heart. No, Ace of Spades should be obvious. Yep, there it is. There. sitting on top of some delicious looking donuts. Ooh, donuts. I haven't had a donut in months. Great. Hat. Well, what kind of hat? Is it a sun hat? Is it a... Oh, it's a tricone hat. Like the pirates wear. So we have something crazy going on here. Let's see. Paint the cake, making sure the sections of the same color do not touch. Okay. This can be interesting. And you have to be careful because the conditions are specific here. Okay. How many colors do we have? 4. It's not too bad. We have something to work with. No, but this can be tricky. Oops, sorry. You're right. You're right. It was touching. Didn't mean to do that. This is fine. And we are going to end up in trouble. So I'm probably going to go ahead and skip. But you get the picture. Usually jumping over one is okay. You know, but unfortunately you can't like leave it. Ooh. Is that not enough? Can't do any of these. That's going to be touching that one. Hang on a sec. See, unfortunately, it's not letting us change the colors of the ones. But you, like I said, you get the picture. You know, so what does that do? What did that do? Okay, we actually get to take the cake with us. This is not working because we don't have the code. Just making sure we got everything. Here we're looking for a little figurine. Saber. Why would you have a saber in a candy shop? Weird. Okay, something happening here. Wow, that is so cool. We have a wizard who needs, does he need a saber? Or does he just need, he probably needs like a staff. This needs something to lift. Let's see. That's like stereotyping. Where does the cat go? There you go, kitty. I can't figure out where the cat goes. Like, all these guys seem to have found their place. Okay. Hello, Barbie. Okay, so that is the doll we need to sit with the professor. And here is, oh, I think I remember seeing this kind of little guy in the hidden object scene. Let's go back. Let's sit her in. Woo! Ice cream. Okay. I guess she didn't like the rain. Okay. Still not sure what this is here. Nope, that's the only thing we get to. Okay. Let's go back further. So this is a pretty extensive episode. Okay, this needs a ramrod. There we go. And this guy needs something to keep loading. We have a tank. We have another castle. We need a silver. He still needs a hand. So like all these little scenes, all these little toy scenes that are incomplete. Okay. Can I disassemble them? Nice. Tin soldier. I wonder if we're gonna melt the tin soldier to. Wow, how big is this place? This is bigger than the previous world. This is complicated. Okay, so we are looking for different things here. There we go. Okay, so we're looking to fill in the different metals. And again, we are looking to fix some things. Camel. All right. Saw the chrome. There's the lion. There's the cork. There's the cogwheel. Oh, there's the camel. That's a podgy looking camel. Kind of funny looking. All right. Sugar. Scissors. Cigar. That's what you want to keep in a candy shop for little kids. Sure. I guess this is a candy and toy shop. Is this my hook? No, I guess it's not. It looks like a hook. And I reckon the hook is gonna be for the pirate. Well, no, that's a fishing hook. Okay, I got scissors. All right. Can I cut this? Can I cut this off? Yep. So what did that do? Metal segment for something. See who is there. Okay, so here's finally our damsel in distress, the little girl who is trapped in this whole thing. We need to let her out. Surrounded by some really crazy ass stuff. So it only looks harmless. Okay, so I guess that's gonna be for the pirates too. We have a pipe. Anything else here? Just a bunch of objects up there. The dolphin is sad. So here we go. We have another hat, a witch's hat. Okay, and here's the mirror that's reflecting her fears. So we are going to be working with this particular pad. So let's go allocate the objects that we have collected so far. And I think that'll be a good place to wrap up. So here's our pirate. We have a parrot for him. Does he get the pipe? We get his leg segment fixed. Still need to find his hook, his metal hand. And I guess this hat, this lovely hat, belongs to this guy, the wizard. There we go. So we're slowly but surely putting this together. Nothing yet for this, but we'll fill in eventually. So let's go back. So I'm just going to leave it here in the opening of this particular, um, this particular setup for this child. And we can go ahead and exit and we can continue next time. Until then, follow me on Twitch to watch live streams. I am going to do another one today, continuing with the dark romance story. So we'll be happy to see you there. Or you can find me as Angry Hobbit, spelled properly, on YouTube. You can also subscribe to my Instagram, which is also Angry Hobbit, Ngry Hobbit. And that way you can keep up whenever there is a new episode, because I always post a screenshot and a link on Instagram. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. And I am hoping to see you back soon. Until then, I am wishing you a very pleasant afternoon.